but Broom was in. Couldn't hang on. Taken by Liptak, who slipped.
To Brown. To Modra.
Well, his stat effort by Bickley is equally as outstanding as the effort by Modra to kick his goal when he fell over. Just to get through that traffic, steady the footy, then find someone, push the ball forward under congested area, but in a congested area, and then to finish off the passage of play there to find Modra is just terrific stuff.
Liptak's option was good too, to bring it back in where he could have run the boundary. Yeah.
Best thing he's done all night.
But he's kicked 4, Modra. Will this be 5 to bring Adelaide within 2 points? Leans back, drop punt, straight through. Well, he must be the most exciting player this competition seen for a while, this man, Modra.
This is a play. He could be an enigma in one end, but I don't think he will be. I think he'll realise his potential, particularly if the Crows continue to improve. The ball would down his way often enough for him to take as many options as he can, and he's such a sure ball handler. He's not a fumbler, and he's a consistent player, so it's a great play.
2 points the margin, just under 9 minutes till three-quarter time. Platten out of the centre, kicks it inside the 50, and Hall got rid of Hart, and lunging back has taken this mark about 35 metres out from goal.
He's done a great job, Ben Hart, on Hall. He's really stuck to his guns. He's kept a player who can be very dangerous out of the contest, and just a bit of strength and experience there by Hall. Not much there that Ben Hart could do.
So, at least for the present, will the Crows be thwarted by a former South Australian? Hall has missed to the right-hand side.
Gee, Dennis, the former South Australians have been kind to them this quarter. Platten twice and Hall. They could have buried them if Platten had kicked those 2.
Old allegiances die hard. 10-6-9-9.
Hart to McGuinness. Didn't gain a lot. But McGuinness normally a long kick, and he was that time. Brown, good take. Bickley, who's become a factor in this quarter. Tregenza, quick kick to half forward. Hodges at the back, good grab. Very good grab now. He's a thumping kick. He's a long way out, but he should be able to get it in the Modra direction in a hurry, and that's exactly what he's done, a high one. Could Modra take this? He got pushed out. Jenke got rid of him. Deer's quick kick. A bouncing ball. Pittman slayed it off, but Platten, who's been very busy in this quarter. Nice play. Squared it up to Condon. Condon goes wide. Hall. Hart. Good control by Hall, but Hart with him, and cleverly refuses to give away a free kick. And it's good play by Hart.
Yes, reminds me a lot of Guy McKenna, Ben Hart, just unflustered all the time, just does the little thing.
A lot of blokes, Ross, have just run straight into the back of someone who's got control of the footy. He doesn't now. Anderson after Wiedemann. Anderson goes bang to Modra. Well, they've found their full forward. There's no question about that.
And where there's some droopy heads in the crowd at half-time. A lot of people questioning whether Adelaide had the legs and the impetus to come back in this third quarter, and by gee, they've done it. But it's really only been, what, 5 minutes of footy again, Dennis? You mentioned they kicked the bulk of their score in the first half in 5 minutes of footy.
Well, he's closing on Dunstall again in their battle here tonight. 7 goals, Dunstall, and Modra with a real rush here, going for his 4th goal in this term, and bang, has he hooked it? I think he has. A behind. Misses. Well, that was the one to put Adelaide in front. And will they get another opportunity? And the 47,000 people here want them to, but the Hawks will be tough. Haven't lost 3 in a row since 1981. Anderson with a fly. Still Anderson can't get through. Gets a free kick. And he too is a thumping kick and will give this a ride. He's looking for 50, Condon.
They're having a very spirited duel up here,
aren't they?
One of the highlights of this game. Condon mightn't have the ball, but he feels obliged to speak as Anderson goes long down towards the kick-off line. Modra, a bit of pushing behind. Liptak, half a chance. He had it, then lost it. Behind.
Free kick coming down the ground, Dennis. I think because Liptak kicked the ball after. Yeah, he is too. He's bringing the ball right down.
Langford got a free kick against Modra. Modra pushing.
The push, was that what it was?
Yeah, and then Liptak's played it on.
The umpires waved the flags.
Yes, they have.
The umpires have waved the flag, so has it gone on the board? That's the question. That's interesting. They obviously waved the flags without getting the all clear. So Jenke has the ball in midfield. Have they annulled them yet? I'm not sure that they have.
No, they've left them up at 9-11, 10-6. I think the real score is 9-10, 10-6.
The other end, Dunstall has the ball meantime. So Dunstall has kicked 7. Modra has 5. And they're so alike, this pair, in the way they play their football. On the lead, that's their strength. And here's Dunstall, judging it perfectly. Fine kick coming in too. So Dunstall a chance to make it 8. Just to add to the drama, we think the scoreboard, at least at the ground, is wrong. Dunstall kicks. It's touch and go. He's missed. Slid it across the face.
First one tonight, eh? 7 straight before that. So Hawthorn have had 4 shots for goal that you'd back them in on. Platten 2, Hall 1 and Dunstall 1. And they've gone from 10-2 to 10-7 in this quarter. McGuinness for the second time. This time Hart able to get it a bit longer to him. And the breaks might be going Adelaide's way. Long kick to centre wing. Tregenza unable to. Pritchard. Brown. And the ball up. 10-7, 9-11 the scoreboard reads, but we think it is 10-7, 9-10. We'll find out at 3/4 time. There'll be an official count. McDermott. Rashuto. McGuinness run down. Brown high tackle on him.
It's interesting with that run down. Is that not a push in the back? As you come from behind, irrespective, you are not allowed to push a player in the back. And he was carried forward, McGuinness there. It happens so often, the umpires don't pick it up.
I'm not sure too if they haven't annulled his score, whether they can actually take it off.
Hodges with a big thump. No one for Adelaide. Although Modra able to put some pressure on Allen, who makes a mess of it and holding the footy. Well, Modra making something out of nothing there for Adelaide, and pretty hot on Allen.
Well, the pressure was on Allen, Bruce, and he was one out. He saw Modra coming. He looked up, took his eyes off the footy, looking for a free kick. Didn't make a great effort at all to get the ball out until it was too late. The umpire blew his whistle.
Red hot here as Modra to go. I say red hot, a red hot tackle and a tough decision to call, but Modra from 30 metres out. Will he kick number 6? Drop punt, gives it a hook, misses again. Well, suddenly the man with the golden touch has kicked 5-3, kicked 1 out of bounds on the full, and at both ends of the ground goals are becoming very hard to find. We'll call it at 9-11 to 10-7 at the moment, even though the scoreboard says 9-12, 10-7. Dennis is just flicking through the AFL rules to check as Langford goes back. Time to keep calling for half an hour or so, Dennis.
If you wouldn't mind, Bruce, yes.
Groom. With 2.5 minutes remaining, goes wide. Modra on a lead, sets himself. Not this time. Oh, McGuinness caught. Play on called. Langford, quick kick up to centre wing, hugged the boundary. Good kick by Langford. Out of play. Langford now on Modra.
Good to see from the Crows' point of view too, Bruce. The players like Brown and Liptak have lifted. Brown particularly just getting more of the ball around the ground, taking the pressure off players like McGuinness and Jarman.
Yeah, Bruce, you have a go. On the outer side.
The goals are behind bit.
Yep. There's Lee. Good mark. I'm just not sure that they can take it off. They shouldn't have signalled prior to getting the all clear. So the ball around the outer side. The flyer was Pittman. This is McGuinness. Allen. Away to Pritchard, who goes in short to Platten. So Platten on the outer side. Towards half forward. Over the head of Collins. Coming up was Lee, taken by Tregenza. Hard against the boundary line. He boots it towards half forward. McGuinness off his chest. Tapped away by Ayres. Good shepherd from McGuinness. Put his skipper some time. Ayres a high kick around the outer side. The leaper was Hart. Taken high was Lee. We'll get the free kick. So the scoreboard at the ground showing Hawthorn by a point. As Lee boots towards half forward. Ayres nudged out of it by Hodges. I think the free kick is going to be paid. It'll come back to Ayres, who has it forward of left half back. So the Crows have come back strongly in this term. Good mark on the outer side, juggled by Hudson. Hudson just forward of the wing, told to play on now. Kicks it long inside the 50. Dunstall comes up, almost a spectacular mark. They had the numbers on the ground. Smart dives in. He's over the ball. He's been over it a long time. And he's penalised for holding it. Well, he wasn't controlling it, but on the same token, it was under his body.
Yeah, similar to the Ben Allen incident at the other end with Tony Modra. If you're given an opportunity to get rid of the footy, you must do it very quickly. It seems harsh. Watch this again. Smart makes the play, trying to control it, looked up to try and get rid of it, then lost control. The ball still remains under his body and he is penalised.
For number 8, Jason Dunstall, to buy some breathing space for the Hawks. They lead by a point. Good-looking effort. It's a goal.
(11-7 to 9-11). So an 8-point margin.
And the local crowd getting it upset at that decision, but it's correct one as the rule says. The umpire interpreting that the right way. Dunstall nearly a mark there. Great fly. Pritchard following up, and then just it could have been either Pritchard or Dunstall taking that kick. Dunstall wanted to take it, and 8-1 on his book.
It's a great night's work. So 9 seconds of this third term remaining. Paul Deere, little give to Platten was very good. Well, he was lucky to get that one, I think. But the siren sounds and Platten from the centre square.
Have a shot.
Torpedo Punty will try and doesn't get onto it. So at three-quarter time, we think the score is Hawthorn 11-7 to 9-11. The scoreboard is saying 9-12. We should get some sort of a ruling on it at three-quarter time. What a great third quarter it was. So at three-quarter time, it's 73 the Hawks and 65 the Crows.
The name of the game is Australian.
Tuesday, the mysterious disappearance of 2 hitchhikers last seen alive with a man driving a white van. Can you help police track down their killer before he strikes again? A factory is set ablaze by a crazed arsonist with a man inside left to die.
We are looking at an attempted murder.
Do you know the whereabouts of 4-year-old Ryan? Plus, the happy reunion of a South Australian mother and daughter made possible because of your calls.
These programs really do work.
Australia's Most Wanted, 8:30 Tuesday on 7.
This top-of-the-range FAF sewing machine for $3,495 is a dream machine. But if you can't afford $3,495, what about $269? Right now at All Makes Sewing Centre, you can buy a quality FAF sewing machine from just $269. That's right, a FAF sewing machine with many features from just $269. Incredible. Available now from All Makes Sewing Centre, 330 Goodwood Road, Clarence Park.
Saturday, May 15th is McHappy Day.
That's when some big names,
some big hearts work at McDonald's to help sick, disabled and underprivileged kids. It's when $1 from
every Big Mac sold
is donated to the Variety Club of Australia
and Ronald McDonald Children's Charities.
Last year, McHappy Day raised over $500,000.
This year, the sky's the limit.
So come on down.
Come on down. Come on down. Buy a Big Mac on Saturday,
May 15th.
And make it a real McHappy Day for the kids.
Even on a nice day, are you one of those people who feel the cold right through to your bones? Golf becomes a shiver, bushwalking's chilly, it's icy in the garden, and fishing's a freeze. So you need the secret of real warmth, Daymart's.
Daymart Thermalactol is made from the same revolutionary fibre that kept the latest Trans-Antarctica expedition warm.
So put on your Daymart's and laugh at the cold.
You can laugh at the cold, put on your Daymart and laugh at the cold.
See the Daymart Thermalactol range at these stores.
For years, mothers have trusted Preen, the Great Unstainer, as the best for their family. Now there's new Preen Nappy Care. And we guarantee it cleans, whitens and sanitizes effectively to give you a whiteness that's truly unbelievable. New Preen Nappy Care. A change for the better.
Go.
Circle.
Looks like a rock from it that's fallen down.
Beach ball.
2 circles.
Plate.
Main
food.
course is hard to...
Zucchini.
That's...
Clip.
Pictionary. Second edition, now available.
Recently, Mitsubishi released the 3000 GT and Lancer GSR. 2 of the most technologically advanced cars in the world. A hard act to follow. But introducing the new Gallant. With the power of a V6 24-valve engine. ABS brakes. And four-wheel multi-link suspension. A world first in its class. It is every bit a driver's car.
Well, the full forwards kicked the goals again in that term. Modra 3 for Adelaide. Dunstall's late goal for Hawthorn gave them an edge at the end. That is the correct score. That point did count. 9-12 Adelaide to 11-7 Hawthorn. As we go to the, as Corn's talking to the Adelaide team, we go to the MCG. These are the highlights of the Melbourne-Richmond game we've been showing you throughout the night. And what a terrific game by the teenager Neats. He kicked 6 goals for the match. That was one of them, a terrific bit of play up forward. And suddenly Melbourne have gone from also-rans, Obst again through the centre. You see a very strong mark here by Neats in the front spot. They've gone from also-rans Melbourne to a team making a rush towards the middle of the table. Their percentage has been boosted with this very big win. Look, Gary Lyon clever and plays on and goes bang and puts it through. He also had a very good night. And the final scores Melbourne by 93 points, 22-21 to 8-12. Neats got 6, Lyon 4, Healy 3, Cowell 3, and Bauer got 4 of the 8 for Richmond. That's a bad result for Richmond, for John Northey, and a tremendous result for the Melbourne team with Neil Barr. Max Stevens at three-quarter time.
Can just hear you, Bruce. The music is blaring. A far better quarter by Adelaide, but as we all know, Hawthorn is a type of side that won't lay down. Now, Alan Joyce reckons the Hawks allowed the Crows to control things. Not enough commitment. Darren Jarman receiving treatment for a thigh or a hamstring. Now, Adelaide, once again, Tony Modra, perfect up forward, getting them back into the game. Corn's very vocal. He said to Andrew Jarman, one more thing like that and I'll pull you off the ground. A few injury worries. David Pittman had a long talk to the doctors, and Tony McGuinness also something just not right with him.
Thanks for that, Max. And Ross, some changes for Adelaide?
Yes, Robert on to centre-half forward for the Crows, and coming off is young Mark Ricciuto. So Robert fresh, hasn't played much footy. Spent some time on the bench last week against Melbourne as well.
And wouldn't he like to sting Hawthorn here? 9-12, 11-7, 66-73 in the final term now. Pittman to go and wins the tap. Crashing through was Jenke, tapped on by Ricciuto, who is still on the ground. Platten's quick kick around the body. Lee Wiedemann, Andrew Jarman. Quick kick away to centre wing. Anderson with the run of it. Got a quick bounce and took advantage of it, and then bangs it to half forward. Modra and Robin getting it against McGuinness. So this is just the start he wanted.
Yes, the player off, I should say, is Groom, Bruce, not Ricciuto. Groom coming off for the taller player, similar player in Robin. Get a chance to have his first kick and put it through.
7-point margin. So a kick from 50 metres. Drop punt. Kicked it right to the front and through for a behind. So a 6-point margin. And Dennis, you'll be delighted to know that score did stand, and it's 9-13 to 11-7.
Not quite as we thought, though, Bruce, because I was just talking with the umpire's observer, that's Des Foster at the ground. He said actually the kick, as you called, was paid for wasting time. That's soccer away afterwards. So the push in the back we saw on Langford, in fact, wasn't paid. So the score came after the all clear, but had it been incorrectly signalled without an all clear, they can't annul it, as we were saying. So all things are as they should be. We finally got the result. Langford doesn't get a result. He was looking for Platten. He delayed it far too long. And the birthday boy, Matthew Liptak, drifted in to take the mark. Now, what an important kick this is. Liptak, from 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. Kicks and kicks pretty well. It's bending left to right. Just missed. It fell away on the last 5 metres of its journey.
It's one of the first few times, if not the only time, I've seen that penalty paid against a player who's tended with the ball after it's gone over the line.
What confused us, of course, was Langford was pushed in the back, it seemed to us. Ricciuto, very high kick back towards the 50. A little nudge there by Allen. Won him the ball on the ground. Well played. Hurried kick towards midfield. Andrew Jarman's there. Thought about going. Now he does. Across the ground. Good vision. Hodges is on further for Anderson if he can move the ball quickly enough. He delayed it long enough to give Hawthorn a chance down there. Hodges and Ayres. It falls behind. Taken by Langford. Charged down by Brown. Langford goes off the ground and found Darren Jarman around the outer side. He's played very well. Kicks through centre towards half forward. Spectacular attempt. He didn't hold it, Tony Hall. It's out of bounds and a throw in.
Not sure why Greg Anderson could not have seen Hodges at all. He must have been looking specifically for Modra, because Hodges was certainly very clear.
Pittman, Gowers was at the back. Platten, his first goal, absolutely vital. Condon smothered by Rodney Maynard. Tries to sell one to Platten. Wiedemann, high kick, straight out of bounds on the full. Well, he was tight. There wasn't a lot of space. But wasn't much finesse. He gained a yard and a half and has given away one to Cooper, who chips it to Condon. Stuck the boot out to make sure that Jarman wasn't going to get in his road. Condon from half forward. The kick to Dunstall. Well, it was a great lead. A perfect kick and a very good mark.
It's interesting, Bruce. He started almost a step behind Smart and took off, and within 3 steps was in front clearly, and Smart was never going to catch him.
Might have to put Modra back on him, Ross.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Oh, dear.
But he's kicked 8, the champ. One of the all-time greats. 814 goals in his career. I think this ties Bernie Quinlan if he kicks it at 8:15, number 6 on the all-time list. Leans back right there, doesn't quite get there. Is it a Hawthorn mark? The Hall it is. Great mark in front of a pack of about 7 players, all reaching for the footy, and Tony Hall stretches himself to take it.
Yes, the expectation was that Dunstall was going to get the ball much closer to goal, perhaps even to score, but Hall, even with Pittman throwing arms around, good mark and goal.
That's the one Hawthorn wanted. They've got the last 2, one just before 3/4 time to Dunstall and one to Hall. That's his first, and Hawthorn lead in a tight match by 11 points.
Yes, in the context of this match, that's a nice lead to have. A few of the players tiring, even though it's only just the start of this last quarter. Be interested to see now how some of the Adelaide players run out this game.
Another test for the Crows then. 79 plays 68. Still plenty of time. Pittman and Greg Deere. Up they go. David Pittman got the best of it twice. He's hurt. He copped a wayward boot there in the stomach, I think. Robran got it from Anderson. Kicks it inside the 50. Modra outnumbered. This is Cooper in trouble. Did nicely. Kept his head. Boots it across field. Tregenza favoured by the kick. Almost the mark. Couldn't hang on. And now Pritchard runs away. Had to be a one grabber there. Beckley interfered with Jarman, I thought. No free kick. Taken high. Ricciuto. And throw it in, says the umpire. Well, quite a few missed there. No damage done. All square in the wash-up. Robran got it down to Jarman. Maynard to McGuinness. One of his quietest games in the AFL-VFL, I'd suggest. Taken high, Ricciuto. Over the ball is McGuinness. Goes looking for Platten. McGuinness again. Scrambled it forward. Tregenza close to the boundary line. He turns around and confronted about 3 Hawks. Well done by Pritchard. Got it to Allen. Pushed off the ball. Platten. Pritchard comes again to Gowers to Platten. Platten left half forward. Well shepherded by Gowers. From 60 metres out goes Long. Dunstall out of position. Tucked away by Smart. Out of bounds in the pocket.
Big moment here for the Crows. Couple of goals behind. Hawthorn mounting a strong attack here to try and put some space between them and break their heart. Lee's quick kick away. Gets some distance. Good take by Ayres. Not paid. Hodges battled strongly. Jarman, a free kick against Hodges for hanging on to Cooper.
Yes, he tried to protect himself. Bruce saw the hip and shoulder coming and just grabbed the play and threw him to the ground. So technically correct by the umpire.
It's bad luck for Adelaide because Jarman had control and some space, and he's so constructive. Gowers from the side. Platten just handed it off quickly. Now Hudson from Hall, bang, goal. A beauty, a beauty. And it could be a killer too. It was a spectacular kick.
I'd like to see that in replay again. I'm not sure he didn't kick this with the ball over the boundary line, Roscoe.
Yes, it's very tight. Platten just a little push forward. There the ball goes out the left hand. From our angle, it certainly looked that way, but gee, by the same token, forgetting that, it was a magnificent kick.
I'm sure the 47,000 will just forget that. So Deere gets it down. Wiedemann, the hurried kick. Just a hint that that ball was kicked over the boundary line by Hudson. Still a miraculous goal. Anderson comes away with it inside the 50. Jenke goes back. Makes the mark on his chest. The Crows in desperate trouble now. This is the sort of game, if they're going to make an impact on the competition, they need to win. Condon goes backwards. That's rather arrogant. The mark is held there by Ayres. He juggled it. He swings it to the wing. In front, Baxter over the top, Jarman. And Jarman has infringed. Baxter to take the free.
Nice kick. Waited it well to Pritchard. Hawthorn on top here at 85 to 68 to Hudson, who's had a very good night. He's beaten Lee since coming on at quarter time. Good looking kick to Dunstall. And a terrific mark. But Rashudio had himself in a very bad position there. Pressure on him, and just with the one hand couldn't hold it up.
Yes, and Brown is off for Crows and Rouvray on. And yes, had to go back very solidly to try and intercept that footy. Dunstall in the end took a very good mark.
This for goal number 9. And you would think this would be it. If he can kick this, it would be too much for Adelaide at 13-7 to 9-14. And this is the man that got Hawthorn back in the game in the first half when Adelaide threatened to dominate. Leans back, drop punt, and puts it straight through. Well, you reckon that would be the nail in the coffin at 14-7 to 9-14. It's been a match where teams have dominated in 5-minute spurts, but where is Adelaide going to get its inspiration from?
Yes, and Bruce, without being smart after the event, we mentioned pre-game that if the Crows couldn't control this player, this will make it very tough for them. And that's exactly what's happened. As we see young Crawford warming up for Hawthorn.
What a game by Dunstall. There's Ayres towards half forward. And the mark is held by Jarman. He's looking for 50. Couldn't have been that far away. Bickley stands the mark. Getting free is Pritchard. No one stands the mark, so Pritchard runs on 45 metres out, misses to the near side. So Adelaide, just for the moment, in disarray. That's a word the coaches don't like to hear. A couple of D words: dynasty and disarray. There's the short one from Hart. Anderson's got it. Boots it towards the wing. Rouvray battling there with Paul Deere. Fell behind. Free kick to Rouvray. The crowd haven't liked the umpiring tonight. Rouvray from half back. Through centre wing towards half forward. Liptak read it well. Releases Lee. 70 metres from goal. Modra comes on the lead. Too much carry on that one, but Modra read it best in flight. Leads back in the race. Thought about suffering. Picks it up and kicks a goal. He's got 6.
The name of the game is Australian.
Every teenager's nightmare.
As we know, young people can be very cruel.
Acne.
Pimples, I hate them.
But now there's a remarkable new cure.
It's like, oh no, not again.
Don't miss this exclusive report. Real Life, 6:30 Monday on 7.
Thank Bob, it's Friday.
That's right, you can thank Bob, it's Friday, because tomorrow only, with every bargain price car we sell, we're giving away a free bonus to boot. When you buy a top quality Bob Moran car tomorrow, you'll not only pay less, you'll also find a great bonus to boot. Could be a colour TV, or it could be 12 months free car insurance, or it could even be a trip to Hawaii or Fiji. So get yourself down to Ranella or Madindi tomorrow and get yourself a bargain price car and a free bonus to boot.
King. Bobby Kevin. Big kiss. Beatrice King. Bad karaoke. Billy the Kid.
Barbie and Ken.
Big carrot.
Big knockers.
I don't know. Bad and kinky?
11 creamy milk chocolate cups, filled with delicious, soft, chewy toffee centers.
Shouldn't I be getting you home?
Are you prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice? Do you love someone enough to share your last roller?
Presenting Ottmar Liebert's sensational debut, Nouveau Flamenco. Flamenco as you've never heard it before. From the opening refrains of Barcelona Nights to the reflective shadows, Nouveau Flamenco. Flamenco with a twist. Ottmar Liebert, Nouveau Flamenco. Out now at all leading record outlets.
No two drivers are exactly the same. So GIO Australia doesn't give every driver exactly the same car insurance. They work your rate out individually, so it matches you, your car, and your driver. That way, everyone drives off with insurance that really suits them.
Why should you park your car insurance at GIO Australia?
To be really sure.
Phone GIO Australia now.
A car and caravan for just $2? Sure thing. That's the prize in the Lions Channel 7 Personality Quest Car and Caravan Lottery. From Jarrett Nissan, the winner will drive away in this new 4-door V6 Pathfinder. Sturdy, reliable and value for money. Couple this with the new Island Star Challenger Pop Top, the ultimate. Room to relax, space to move and tow safer. Donated by Knowles Island Star of Paraka and the caravan and camping industry. The perfect combination to your holiday needs. Get your tickets now.
Six to Moderate one end, 9 to Dunstall at the other. Darren Jarman off injured, which is a blow to Hawthorn because he's been outstanding. Liptak went to go off the ground. Jenke well played to Platten. Hawthorn out of the centre as they've been so often tonight. To Ben Allen. Now Allen from centre wing to half forward. Hall, half, good mark Hart because he was turned inside out, wasn't he?
Just had to stick his hands out and they just were so crisp. Just takes the ball so very well, that fellow.
He and Hall, it's been a very good duel. Honours maybe with Hart, though Hall's kicked that important goal in this last quarter. Baxter, who's done a very good job on Andrew Jarman, holding him up. Jarman should get a free, no. He's over the top of it. And there's Darren Jarman, so that's a bad blow for Hawthorn. Young Graham alongside of him, who hasn't had a run tonight.
Scott McGuinness limping too. He's picking up Rodborough, not moving too well.
Well, they've got a good margin, Hawthorn. It's 3 goals. You'd reckon it'd be enough. Andy Collins, run down. Crawford out of play. Centre wing. About 15 minutes remaining. Hawthorn trying to protect its place as a power in the AFL. They've been the most successful club over the last 15 years. A quick kick away by Bickley to centre wing. Liptak chasing it down but unable to, and a throw in as Adelaide bring it up to the wing, but they trail by 18 points.
Just over 14.5 minutes remaining. Pittman got it down, taken by Condon. Crawford's got it now, fresh legs on the ground. He boots it down towards half forward, knocked away from Hall by Hart, and a throw in. The margin 18 points. Dunstall 9 goals, Modra 6. So 28 and 33 respectively on the season. 14-8, 10-14. Pittman wins it down. Crawford again to Platten. Gains about 5 metres if that. Jarman dragged down. Crawford again. Jarred loose the ball. Pittman. Down goes McDermott. Was he pushed in the back? Not according to the umpire. Ratudo the hurried kick, having got the hand pass from Anderson. Maynard gets a hand in there, knocks it out of bounds as we go down to Max Stevens.
Darren Jarman, a strained thigh or driver muscle. It was giving him trouble at three-quarter time, and that's the reason he's off.
Pittman does battle, doesn't do it. McGuinness, Jarman trying to crash his way through. It's pretty tight. This is the way Hawthorn will want it. They'll close it up if they can here. Crawford, well played, kept his balance. Left foot kick to position. Rouvray. Paul Deere runs him down and gets him for holding the footy.
And then it might have been a bit high to me. In fact, the umpire just stalled for a while there, Bruce. And that's what the crowd's calling for in front of the umpire there. The decision was made.
Deere's kicked to centre half forward. No mark. Oh, yes, it is. Well, here's the Rouvray one.
Yep.
What's the left arm?
Yeah, over the top there. On the shoulder.
And then the Pritchard mark at centre half forward. He's normally a good kick, Pritchard. He's kicked 2 points tonight, and this would be curtains if he goes here. They're 3 in front, Hawthorn, 14-8 to 10-14, and this should seal it as he leans back and puts it through. And the gate should be closed now at 15-8 to 10-14.
Yes, it's not completely out of reach of Adelaide, Bruce, but it's certainly in the context of this game makes it look very, very difficult. So we just see this on replay once more. The free kick here, firstly, I thought was there from Deere on Rouvray. And the resulting kick coming across to where the mark taken not by Pritchard. Your decision, not a mark for me. The umpire blew his whistle too quickly. The goal results.
So 15-8 to 10-14, just under 13 minutes remain. Down goes Bickley. Jarman had the ball. And Baxter and Ayres had him. Terrific performance this by Hawthorn. They can scent victory now. It's within reach, certainly. The Crows, the way they're playing, would be very hard pressed to get back from here. Wiedemann to no one in particular. Ricciuto against the flow, lost it. Platten, the hurried kick out of the middle. Down towards the pocket, and Hall was turning before he had the ball. As a result, Hart soccers off the ground up towards half-back. Still a loose ball there. Maynard has got Gowers by the arm, and the umpire eventually decides to come across and bounce it down. I think the umpires will get the real corn as they come off the ground tonight. The crowd a little restless. There's Allen. Putting it out of bounds about 15 metres further afield. And the free kick will be taken by Hart. So Ben Hart, as Bruce said, absorbing duel tonight with Tony Hall. He boots it towards the wing. Big pack at the fall of the ball. Hodges goes up and takes a strong grab.
Rodman provides a lead at centre half forward. That's where Hodges goes. Lee at the back, sweating off on it. Liptak. And running it. A free kick coming back to Lee. No, advantage to Liptak. Modra on a lead. Runs Langford underneath it, but Cooper, well played. Must have seen the last play with Modra and Langford. Hawthorn with the numbers. Langford over the top of it. Modra's got hold of him. And well played, Modra. He forced 2 Hawthorn players to panic and conceded behind.
Kept the ball in the area, Bruce. Most important. Made it difficult for them.
10-15 to 15-8. 11 minutes remaining. Adelaide needing 4 goals in 10 minutes to win here. As Langford goes bang down the centre. Pittman's there. Oh, Hodges a strong mark. Now he can kick a footy. He goaled from about here at the MCG on Sunday. Goes bang and kicks it right to the square. Modra in the front spot. Well played Langford to get rid of it. Platten just sort of waited a bit. Oh, Condon caught. Got rid of it in a hurry. Wiedemann and Platten. And again out of play. You'd say Adelaide must score from this attack. Would have to get a goal here. They'll lose some spirit if they can't goal here. They'll just get too far back. Collins, Anderson, McDermott, who's sadly struggling with injury. Good play by Jarman to Wiedemann, who goes bang and misses. 10-16, 15-8.
Yeah, tough task ahead too, Bruce, for the Crows. They've got Collingwood at Vic Park next week, followed by North here, then Essendon at the MCG, and then Brisbane at the Gabba. So not an easy run.
No, suddenly the top team in the competition, beaten by Melbourne last week, and now coming right back to the field.
Margin is 22 points. Ayres kicks it out wide. It bounces just inside the field. It goes up by the zone and goes out. So throw it on the wing. All the experience, all the guile to the fore tonight. Hawthorn back in business, coming off the bye, and prior to that, of course, a bad loss against the Cats. Wiedemann against the flow, wrestled to the ground, and the umpire decides he'll have it. So bounce on the wing. The Crows led by 15 points, aided by some late goals in the first term. That was at quarter time, but trailed by 18 at half time. And really, that 8-goal second term has set up this victory by Hawthorn. Maynard's got it. Unless the Crows really produce here. Rockwood with the run of it. Ayres, though, favoured by the bounce. Can he control it? Lift it behind. Standing up on the tackle, McGuinness. Robin came back. Hasn't made an impact against the side he played 7 games for. And away comes Allen. Out of defence. Towards the wing. Going back with the flight of the ball, Rashudo. Well played there by Lee, who tried to give it back to the youngster, but the quick thinking really brought him undone. Hudson off the ground. Down towards left half forward. This ball probably will stay in. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Oh, it was on the line. I thought it had gone out, but most of it had.
It should have now.
This is Allen. Forward of the wing. Inside the 50. Great leap by Hart. Hudson has constantly been a thorn in the side of the Crows to Paul Deere, who floats it down towards full forward, through for a minor score.
Back into the team tonight. Hasn't really had an impact. Still struggling to find the 1991 form. McGuinness, who's had a really quiet night. Wiedemann, the target. Should have taken it. Baxter, Allen gets a free kick, so there's a double whammy by Wiedemann. He misses an easy mark and then gives away a free kick.
There's a very good barometer here at Football Park when the crowd starts to go, and they're going.
Allen, Dunstall looking for 10. Big leap early. Riscito wide, but not much happening here for Adelaide. Bickley ripped to the boundary line by Collins and holding the footy.
Well, the boundary umpire actually signalled out of bounds, so in fact the field umpire not making the right decision there.
Well, it's going to be ugly after the game, this.
Hopefully, well, from the umpire's point of view, most of the crowd may have gone.
So Crawford, I think Collins is the one that put the tackle on Crawford. Right to the square, and big leap. Dunstall waiting at the back, but out of play. So Hawthorn at 15-9 to 10-16. Dunstall with 9 goals, obviously the star. Modra at the other end for Adelaide with 6. But the Hawks will move themselves up to 3-2, and Adelaide will slip down to that total of 3 wins from its first 5 games. Deere, Gowers, Smart from full-back.
Away he comes then. Members side. Oh, Wiedemann. Oh, dear. Well, he's been penalised for in the pack. Now, he took the mark. That is very much a line ball.
Yes.
And I'm not sure the umpire... Oh, I see. Hands on the shoulders. Good decision. That was a fair enough decision front on. Here's Cooper. Back towards full forward. In from the side, Pittman. Liptak tried to beat the tackler, and that's been hard to do tonight when the tacklers have been wearing that gold and brown. Lee. Greg Deere. Now Smart. Over the top, taken by Anderson. McGuinness. Haven't seen a lot of him tonight. McGuinness in short, taken by Liptak. So many Hawthorn players have done their jobs exceedingly well. Hodges to Anderson. Anderson on the wing, probing kick inside the 50. Here comes Modra, won't get to it on the full lookout. Confronted there by Jenke. Jarman dragged off it, and Jarman's getting the free kick. Right on the 50. Modra runs back into space. Jarman hangs onto the ball. Anderson is on for the short one. Now Anderson shouldn't have a problem with the distance here. It's a question of accuracy. We're down to 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. And the clock continues to run here.
He's had a pretty good night, Anderson, Dennis, I think. He and Connon have been at it all night, but I think Anderson has been more effective than his opponent.
Has to be a goal. It's a very good effort.
Yeah, it's a great kick.
So the Crows get their 11th. They're 11-16, and Hawthorn are 15-9.
Yes, well, I'm not sure they can actually salvage this game from here, but it'll be a fantastic effort they do. But Anderson's worked tirelessly as he normally does, just worked and worked and worked, just ran physically at the ball. Condon's done a similar job, but as I mentioned before, not as effective.
$17-point margin. Could Adelaide get another quick one? Lip tack, Modra. Oh, didn't hold it. Wiedemann. Well, free kick going back to Modra, is it?
Yes, looks like it, yes.
It was a late call, and Graham coming on for his first run in the AFL. Mark Graham for Hawthorn, coming on for Anthony Condon.
Just watch this again in replay. As a low trajectory pass, he snaffled most of those tonight, and then Langford just in the end, all over the back of Modra. Technically correct.
Well, a goal here would bring Adelaide within 11 points. And just give them a chance. Now, he missed a couple in the third quarter that weren't all that hard. He's kicked 6, Modra, and he's kicked 7. Well, the people that left 5 minutes ago might come back in if they get another one in the next minute. There is time. There's only 2 goals the difference.
Remarkable transformation, this, and I think Hawthorn have got a little careless.
Yes, no, the free kick was there. As I said, whilst technical, it certainly is there. So the umpire right in that decision. It might assist them with the crowd.
As they say, there's time enough if they're good enough. 4:35 remaining at Footy Park. Hawthorn, as I said, have been a little careless in this situation and squandered a lead close to 30 points. Over the top, Greg Deere. Bickley thought he was pushed in the back. He'll get the free kick. They need to be careful. Bickley to Anderson. Anderson pumps it down towards centre half forward. Gowers will fly from behind. Discipline first on it. Taken by Tregenza. How will it bounce? Out comes Modra. Tries to get it to Maynard. Crashed out of there by Langford. And now with the run of it, it's Crawford. Across half back. 4 minutes remaining in the game. He boots it towards the wing. Hudson was there. Spills to Jarman. Tries to get by the oncoming Hudson. Hand passes towards the boundary line. Taken by Crawford. Bickley bearing down. Unable to control it there, Pritchard. Bickley gets it out.